Hi, I'm Lindsay Aster, and I'm here with Platon with the movie My Body Is Not a Weapon. So how excited are you to be here tonight?
You know, I'm very humbled to be here. I've been taking portraits of the most powerful people in the world for 30 years. And so this is my first film, so I'm starting from scratch all over again. But the amazing thing is that I think it's time for all of us to use the tools that we all have, whatever they are, to drive positive change. And so this film is honoring the women and children who are survivors of sexual violence in the Congo. But it's also a sort of nod to everyone around the world that this is not a distant problem, to respect women's rights, to respect human rights. It bonds us and it helps us focus on what we have in common rather than what divides us. So we need all hands on decks. I'm just a storyteller, so I'm just using the tools that I have. Somebody else might have something else that's much better than me. So I ask everyone to just try and do their bit, and it's a good feeling. I've got a good feeling in my heart because I know I'm right, and I'm part of a movement that makes me so inspired. I'm useful. Hopefully I'm useful.
Well, that sounds like a movement I can get behind. Tell us what's next for the movie.
Well, we want it to reach as many people as possible. So, a festival like this is really important to us because it's building a groundswell. And so I believe in ordinary people. People power is what always drives history. So I've dealt with the people at the top, but I'm really inspired by the people who've been robbed of power, and yet they show resilience, courage, compassion for each other and towards us. So it's our moral duty to get behind, support the movement, and actually be part of something extraordinary. It's a good feeling. So I want this film to reach as many people because I made a promise to the women and children in the film that I would deliver their voices and their messages. So I'm working for them with great humility and with great pride. And I'm not standing in front of them, I'm standing with them. So I'm using the few things that I have to amplify voices and reach people, not in an accusatory way. I don't want to make anyone feel guilty. I don't want to make anyone feel depressed. I want people to be inspired and uplifted about the resilience of humanity. And I know we're going to do it.
Wow, that is a powerful message. How can we keep up to date with what's happening with the movie? Can we find you on the web?
Yeah, I have a foundation called the People's Portfolio, and we produced this movie. So, find us, the People's Portfolio. My Body Is Not a Weapon is the name of the film. It doesn't come from me, the title. It comes from a young woman who wrote a beautiful poem and a song. And she's basically saying, I refuse to allow my body to be used as a weapon of intimidation. This stops here. And that is an extraordinarily powerful message. So I'm all about it. Just get behind it. We need your help. We're not invincible. We need numbers, strength in numbers.
Absolutely.
But I guarantee anyone who's part of this movement is going to feel good about being part of something extraordinary. So especially men needs to get behind the idea of championing women's rights. It's not something we need to stand by and just awkwardly watch how this thing plays out. We've got to play a role, but we've got to be humble in the role we play and make sure that we are standing with the movement, not in front of it.
Well, thank you so much. I'm Lindsay Aster here with No Rest for the Weekend podcast. Make sure you subscribe to check out more content from the Soho International Film Festival and visit our website at norestfortheweekendpodcast.com.